Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. Imagine a world where feelings are as vast and mysterious as the ocean. On the surface, everything might seem calm, waves gently rolling, sunlight dancing across the water. But just beneath, hidden from sight, lie powerful currents, swirling depths, and secrets waiting to be discovered. This is the world of emotions, and understanding it is the heart of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as empathize with the feelings of others. It's more than simply feeling happy, sad, or angry. It's about tuning in to the subtle signals beneath the surface, both within ourselves and in those around us. To grasp this concept, let's journey into a story about a child who discovers that emotions are much like icebergs. What we see is only a small part of the whole. Once upon a time, in a small coastal village, there lived a curious child named Lila. Lila loved to explore, and her favorite place was the edge of the sea, where the waves met the shore and the horizon stretched endlessly. One cold morning, Lila's father took her on a boat ride. As they sailed farther from land, Lila spotted something remarkable: a massive iceberg floating in the distance. Its white peak glistened in the sunlight, majestic and serene. "Wow!" Lila exclaimed. "It's huge!" Her father smiled, guiding the boat closer. "That's only the tip, Lila. Most of the iceberg is underwater, hidden from view." Lila leaned over the side of the boat, peering into the icy blue depths. She could barely make out the shadowy shape stretching far below the surface. "So, there's more than what I can see?" she asked. "Much more," her father replied. "It's what's beneath the surface that gives the iceberg its true size and strength." As they sailed back to shore, Lila's mind buzzed with questions. Later that evening, she watched as her younger brother, Sam, stomped into the house, his face scrunched in anger. He slammed his backpack on the floor and refused to speak to anyone. Their mother tried to comfort him, but Sam only grew more upset. Lila remembered the iceberg. She thought about how her brother's anger was like the part of the iceberg above the water, visible and obvious. But what about everything beneath the surface? What was Sam really feeling? Lila approached him gently. "Sam, did something happen at school?" she asked softly. At first, he shrugged, but as Lila listened patiently, Sam's anger began to melt away. He admitted that he'd been embarrassed in front of his classmates and felt hurt and alone. Lila hugged him, realizing that his anger was just the tip. The real feelings were hidden underneath. This simple moment was a turning point for Lila. She began to see that everyone's emotions were like icebergs. When her friend snapped at her, she wondered what was beneath the surface, maybe stress or sadness. When her mother seemed distracted, Lila looked for the deeper feelings, perhaps worry or exhaustion. And when Lila herself felt overwhelmed, she learned to pause and ask, "What am I really feeling? What's beneath my anger, my excitement, or my fear?" Emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness, the ability to recognize our own emotions as they arise. It's easy to notice when we're angry or upset, but it takes more insight to understand why. Sometimes, anger is just a mask for hurt, disappointment, or fear. Other times, excitement covers up anxiety about something new. By looking beneath the surface, we begin to understand ourselves more deeply. Next comes self-regulation, the skill of managing our emotions rather than letting them control us. When we understand what's really going on inside, we can choose how to respond. Instead of lashing out in anger, we might take a deep breath and express our feelings calmly. Instead of bottling up sadness, we can reach out for support. This doesn't mean ignoring our emotions, but rather honoring them and responding with wisdom. Empathy is another vital part of emotional intelligence. It's the ability to sense and understand the emotions of others, even when they're not spoken aloud. Just as Lila listened to her brother, we can learn to look beyond people's words and actions to see what's really going on. Maybe a friend who's distant is actually feeling overwhelmed. Maybe a coworker's impatience is rooted in stress. When we practice empathy, we build deeper connections and help others feel seen and understood. Social skills also play a role. Emotional intelligence helps us communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts, and build trust. When we're aware of our own feelings and attuned to those of others, we can navigate relationships with greater ease. We become better listeners, more compassionate friends, and wiser leaders. Lila's journey didn't end with her brother. As she grew, she carried the lesson of the iceberg into every part of her life. She learned to pause before reacting, to ask questions, and to listen with her heart as well as her ears. She discovered that everyone has hidden depths, and that understanding those depths can transform the way we relate to ourselves and the world around us. The story of the iceberg reminds us that emotions are complex and layered. What we see on the surface is only a fraction of the whole. By taking the time to explore what lies beneath, our true feelings, needs, and fears, we unlock the power of emotional intelligence. We become more resilient, more compassionate, and more connected. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the importance of emotions. We're taught to value logic and reason, to keep our feelings in check. But the truth is, emotions shape every aspect of our lives, from the decisions we make to the relationships we build. Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and harnessing them. It's about recognizing that beneath every smile, every frown, every outburst, there's a story waiting to be told. So the next time you encounter a strong emotion, whether in yourself or someone else, remember the iceberg. Ask yourself, what's beneath the surface? Take a moment to listen, to reflect, and to connect. In doing so, you'll awaken a deeper understanding of yourself and others, and unlock the wisdom that lies hidden beneath the waves. Emotional intelligence is the key to navigating the ever-changing seas of life. It helps us weather storms, build bridges, and find meaning in the depths. By honoring the iceberg within, we open the door to greater awareness, empathy, and peace. And that is a lesson worth carrying with us, wherever our journey leads. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation.